Hi, my name is Jarrod Thaxton. I'm an assistant professor here in the biology department at UPRM. I'm a plant ecologist, and I'm interested in questions about how plants interact with their environment. Most of my research takes place in places like the Guanica dry forest. I'm particularly interested in questions that link three main areas. One is invasive species. Plant species that have been brought to new areas by human activity. Secondly, I'm interested in disturbances, natural and human-caused disturbances like fire. And the third thing is I'm interested in restoration. How do we restore native ecosystems, forests in particular, when they've been altered by invasive species or the action of disturbances such as fire? In my research group, one of the main things that we're interested in is how non-native grasses that have been introduced into Puerto Rico for past agricultural practices affect the native dry forest. And one of the main problems that we see is that it's very easy for native dry forests to be affected by invasive grasses. When grasses are introduced, they create conditions that can promote the occurrence of fires. And fire has very negative consequences on native dry forest in Puerto Rico. It can degrade that forest and basically turn the forest into a grassland. Once a forest has been affected by fire and grasses, what once was a forest becomes a grassland or a savanna, which is a grassland with scattered trees. So we're very interested in understanding how this process happens and what we can do to prevent it or restore the ecosystem after that has happened. So one of the things we've been doing is collecting samples of different types of grasses. These are two different species of introduced non-native grasses that are responsible for causing fires and spreading fire in the area of Guanica forest. This is a sample of a native grass that also grows in the same area. And we've been doing research where we collect samples of these different grasses and we compare their characteristics in terms of their growth form, their seasonality, how much moisture they maintain, and all of those factors can contribute to whether or not these grasses promote fires. Another thing we're interested in is understanding how the native grass species may be used during restoration. And we're beginning experiments to look and see if this native grass can actually promote native woody species regeneration. So students that work with me spend a lot of time in the field. We work a lot in Guanica forest, in the dry forest. We work in other sites as well. We work in and around Laguna Cartagena National Wildlife Refuge and other dryland sites, primarily in southwestern Puerto Rico. I also have research projects in Hawaii, and my interest in all those places relates to what are the effects of invasive species, particularly grasses, fire, and how that affects our ability to restore and conserve forests.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Juan Gilberto García Cancel. Soy estudiante graduado del laboratorio del Dr. Thaxton de Ecología. Mi proyecto mayormente se concentra en pastos introducidos y cómo estos afectan la diversidad de plantas en el bosque seco de Guanica y si se podrían emplear plantas nativas como pastos nativos para su restauración en el mismo bosque. Trabajo con la planta Uniola virgata, que es una planta nativa de Puerto Rico y que no quema, a diferencia de otras plantas como la planta ornamental fountain grass, como se conoce así, con su variedad violeta, que esa planta es africana, igual que el pasto de Guinea y el pasto bufel, que son plantas introducidas a Puerto Rico y tienen a producir una gran carga de combustible y se queman fácilmente. Mi proyecto quiero desarrollar a ver si hay una competencia de germinación entre las plantas. Si las plantitas de uniola se tardan más que en las plantas introducidas en germinar.
Hola, mi nombre es Wilmarie Plaza, soy estudiante graduada del Departamento de Biología. Estoy trabajando con el Dr. Thaxton y estoy haciendo investigación en la Laguna Cartagena con la planta Mimosa pigra. Mimosa pigra es una planta invasiva que viene de Suramérica y Centroamérica y actualmente está invadiendo los terrenos de la Laguna Cartagena. La planta está alterando el ecosistema y yo quiero estudiar las consecuencias que está causando esa planta allí y ver cómo la planta se está desempeñando para luego implementar que las personas de Fish and Wildlife implementen algún sistema de control o de erradicación de la planta.